How's it going, guys? My name is TJP and welcome back to another NBA 2K23 MyNBA career simulation. So we're going to be doing the third overall pick in this past year's draft, and it's going to be Jabari Smith Jr. And what we're going to do is we're going to start from, about today, whenever, as I'm recording this video. So the last game was January 2nd, so there you go. Played about 37 games. It's been a while since I've done one of these, so same rules kind of as applied. Basically just going to simulate the career of Jabari Smith Jr. We're going to let the team kind of do its thing. We're just going to monitor, see how he does. Injuries won't be on, if there's any existing injuries, like they'll bleed out, but everything else going forward, there won't be any injuries. So we're going to start simulating the rest of today's season and then see what ends up happening. So we're going to go to the game. Before we do, like, subscribe if you're enjoying the content, comment down below some more ideas, whether that be other players you want me to do. Let me know down in the comments below as well if you're enjoying the content or not enjoying the content. And check out my socials, second channel, main channel, playlist down below in the description as well. With that being said, let's simulate his career. So just kind of give you an idea of what he's doing so far in his first season. He's had some ups and downs this year as a rookie. 12.1 points per game, 6.9 rebounds. His efficiency is okay. It's not amazing, but he's still young. He's 19 years old. He's got a lot of potential. So we'll see how he could end up doing throughout his career. I am excited to see. So we're going to kind of just simulate the rest of this rookie year. The Rockets are probably not going to make the playoffs. We're going to have a good pick. So he'll probably make a rookie team. And then after that, we'll probably just simulate a couple seasons and see where he ends up, what he ends up doing. So, or whenever I have an update. So I'll simulate the rest of the year, and I'll see you guys once we get to the end of the season. So kind of just taking a quick glance at the awards. Nobody here that he got. He didn't get the rookie there. It was Paul Banchero. Did he make a rookie team? I would assume he probably did. And he did. He made all rookie first team. So let's see how he did. 13.9 points, 6.5 rebounds, 1 point assist. The efficiency wasn't amazing, but like I said, it's his rookie season. He definitely did improve a little bit, though, I'd say. So he did get a little bit better in the sim. So we'll see what he ends up becoming in these next few seasons, and if he can develop really well. And the Rockets usually do get some good players, whether that be through trades and drafts. So, we'll see how they end up doing. I kind of already showed you guys the stats. We don't need to show anything else here. So, we're just going to simulate the play-in, see who ends up winning the NBA Finals, and then just once I have an update for you guys. Wow, Portland's in it? Portland and the Sixers. Sixers win the Finals. I never really see Portland. So, good for them. But Sixers win the Finals. Joel Embiid Finals MVP. Let's simulate and see what Jabari Smith can do in his next couple seasons. Give you a little update here. So it looks like the team did pick up a couple players, Conley, Chris Middleton, so some veterans. But Jabari Smith Jr. is up to an 81 overall. He did improve. So I just wanted to give you guys a quick little glance there. And I just wanted to see who they drafted. They also got Cameron Whitmore. So it's got a lot of young guys here that they have on the team. So there's another addition. Tate's 27, so he's Garrison Matthews. But yeah, pretty much the rest of the team besides Conley and Middleton are under the age of 30, and then under the age of 25, basically, the rest of those guys. So definitely a young team, a lot of potential. We'll see what they could end up doing, but mainly the focus, of course, is Jabari Smith Jr. So kind of just taking a quick glance at the awards, I don't think we're going to see Jabari Smith Jr. on any of these teams, and we don't. But the Rockets did make the play-in, which is why I decided to show you guys what we got going on here. So in our second season, let's take a look and see how he did in his sophomore year, helping the team get to the second round. And the play-in. Definitely much improved, as you can see. Scoring went up, the rebounds went up a little bit, assists kind of went down. Defensively is about the same for the most part. The efficiency did go up, though, which is nice to see. So you like to see that, the scoring going up. And he had 69 assists. Can't seem to avoid that number in any of my videos. So, Jabari Smith Jr., liking the way he is performing, helping out the squad. So, we'll see how well they could do in the play-in. See if they could maybe beat the Warriors, and they do. So, in the playoffs now, taking on the Pelicans. I'm curious to see how Jabari Smith did. We'll view the box score and see if he did anything good. And he actually was the leading scorer. 26 points, 9 rebounds. So, good game from Jabari Smith. So, now they got the Pelicans. We'll go game by game here just because we can. I would assume they'll probably lose this series, but they do get game 1, though. But that might be the only game they end up getting. Was round 2-1. No, they actually get another game. And it's 3-2. 3-3? And they actually upset the Pelicans. Wow, impressive. So we're taking on the 60 to Phoenix Suns. That's impressive, and they win game 1 by 3 points. They're up 2-0. They won by 1. They lose game 3 by a decent amount. They win game 4 by 7. They lose game 5 by 5. And they win in 6. They're in the Western Conference Finals. This is impressive, I have to say. This is very impressive. Taking on the Dallas Mavericks. What a run Houston's on right now. They lose game 1. They lose game 2 to Luka. Yeah, and okay, they get game 4, but they lose in 5. Okay. Hey, you know what? Great run for the friggin' Rockets. Very promising as this play-in team getting all the way to Western Conference Finals. Losing, though, in 5, and, you know, the Celtics end up winning the Finals. But let's take a look and see how Jabari Smith Jr. did in the playoffs. Was he good, at least in the playoffs? He actually did up his performance, I'd say, for the most part. About pretty much, a little bit. Yeah, I'd say he did a little bit better in the playoffs than he did in the regular season. Slight dip in efficiency. Nothing too incredible, though, but in some areas, though, it went up, so it really wasn't that bad. So, yeah, good stuff there from Jabari Smith. Very promising in his second season. And also, because of that, he's up to an 85 overall. And we got to remember, too, we also have the Nets picks. And we actually ended up getting the number 1 overall pick. They added a few guys here. John Wall, I guess, is on the team now. So Chris Middleton. I guess Mike Conley is gone, which is fine. But yeah, it seems like most of the team is still relatively young, so they're getting better. So great stuff there from the Rockets and Jabari Smith Jr. I'm kind of just taking a quick glance here at the awards. We don't see any Rockets anywhere here. Are we going to see a Jabari Smith Jr. fighting? I highly doubt he'll make any of these teams going forward. But the Rockets were the number 1 seed in the Western Conference this year, which is insane. Jabari Smith Jr. had a pretty solid season, 19 points a game, 7 rebounds. Not much of a passer, though. Defensively was okay, about a block a game. And the efficiency has gone up. He's shooting almost 47% from 3, which is insane. Nearly at a 50-40-90 season, actually. He was 0.4 percentage points away. 49.6 plus 0.04, plus 0.4 is 50. So yeah, he was pretty close to a 50-40-90 season. And he only played about 30 minutes a game, which is slightly down, but that's because there's just a lot of guys on this team. And, you know, Booker is probably going to eventually be the starter, I would assume, very soon. Just because he's probably going to end up being probably the next couple seasons. But, yeah, I mean, listen, Jabari Smith Jr. doing his thing out there. We'll see him in the playoffs and see how well the Rockets could do. They almost lost in 7 to the Kings. Lost in 5. They're down 3-2 to OKC. Can they win Game 6? They don't. Say we lose to OKC. SGA versus the Cavs, and the Cavs win. Darius Garland Finals MVP. I mean, listen, that's gonna be our tough matchup right there. It's gonna be the Thunder. You know, we're gonna be competing with them for a very long time because they got a ton of picks too and a lot of young talent. And also, Cleveland is just insane, as you guys know. So yeah, let's take a look at the playoff stats. See how well Jabari did. All right, yeah, not too bad. 50-40-90 in the playoffs, about the same. I would assume that's probably what he'll end up averaging about. Maybe he could probably be like a 21-8 guy on his best season, maybe on pretty good efficiency. So yeah, that sounds about right. Probably like a number two guy. So far though, let's see, through 3 seasons, I don't think he has any awards besides that rookie one. Yeah, he hasn't made an All-Star appearance. I don't know if he will be one. We'll see. But let's keep going. Kind of just taking another look here. Rockets were once again really good in the playoffs. And, yeah, it's still nothing here from any of the guys. I didn't even realize Victor Wembanyama was on the Thunder. Oh, man, they're going to be a really good team. They're a tough one. They're a tough one for sure. Let's take a look at the stats. How did Jabari Smith Jr. do? He's still starting. He's still a starter. And, he put up, about 18, 6... Not too bad. 50-40, almost a 50-40-90 season. Just had to hit his free throws a little bit more. The minutes have gone down slightly. Again, there's a lot of talent on this team. So, I mean, Booker's right behind him. He's coming up. Tari Easton's pretty good as well. There's a ton, and I mean a ton of guys here. They also got Cam Thomas somehow. I don't know how they got him, but they did. Hartenstein, I guess they got 2. I didn't even notice. But yeah, wow, a lot of guys on this team, man. A ton of dudes on this squad. So let's see how they do. So we'll simulate the play-in. They're taking on Golden State. Simulate the round, see if they can beat Golden State here. And they do in 7. They gave them a little bit of trouble. And we got the Kings, and we lost to the Kings in 7. Kings are a tough team, man. They're also going to be a tough team. A lot of close matchups here. And, okay, OKC's in the finals to take on the Pacers. Oklahoma City gets a W. Victor Wembanyama was the finals MVP. Okay, good stuff from him, I guess. But let's take a look at the playoff stats and kind of just take a look and see if Jabari Smith played well. He was not bad. A slight dip from the regular season, but, I mean, those are still pretty good numbers. So, yeah, I mean, still no awards other than that rookie team that he made. I don't think he's going to win any awards. Maybe he can get some hardware on that finger, but that's pretty much about it. That's all I really see from him, unless he makes an amazing, incredible jump or leaves this team. Well, he's not leaving the team. He did re-up for a contract extension, so he'll be for the next few seasons. I'll probably simulate a couple seasons. If the Rockets decide to win a championship, I'll probably show you guys that, or if Jabari Smith Jr. somehow gets an award. Otherwise, I'll probably just simulate a couple of seasons and come back to you guys once I have a more major update. Okay, so the Thunder are making a deep playoff run here, and yeah, Jabari Smith Jr. also put up really good numbers this season, had a 50-40-90. I'm curious to see if we can get past OKC, and we do. We're in the finals. Cameron Whitmore was the Western Conference Finals MVP, and we are taking on the Pacers. Curious to just see who's on their team. Who do they have? Let me guess. Porzingis? No, they don't have Porzingis, but they have Halliburton, this guy. Okay, yeah, they have a good team. They have a good team. But can Jabari Smith Jr. get a ring in his 5th NBA season? So far, it's looking good. It's going to be a sweep. Yeah, Rockets get the championship. Cameron Whitmore, though, was the finals MVP, not Jabari Smith Jr. But if we take a look at his season stats, he played really good. As you can see, 50-40-90 and his 50-40-90 in the playoffs as well. So, fair play to him. 5th season, he's got himself 1 championship ring to go along with his first team all-rookie. He's got no all-star appearances. It's a very talented league. It's going to be tough for him to make one. But if he continues to play well and contribute to his team winning, like, that's a good career for me. And he's going to keep getting paid. So there you go. All right, making another deep playoff run here. So taking on, once again, OKC. We've got the Magic and the Pacers in the East. Simulate the round. Can we get past them? We lose in 7 to the Thunder. Wembanyama. Donovan Mitchell's on the Magic? What? That's an interesting team right there, Ron Holland. But wow, that's a really good team. Mitchell Robinson coming off the bench. Is it better than the Thunder? No. No, it is not. Probably not. I would assume no. And yeah, they won the finals. Victor Wembanyama, finals MVP. Okay, but let's take a look. So once again, Jabari Smith Jr., another deep playoff run with this team, put up a really good stat line in the regular season, 50-40-90. Playoffs was pretty good, but his efficiency definitely took a dip from his regular season. But man, so far he's looking pretty solid. I mean, his rookie year is definitely his worst season. But after his rookie season, he's been really efficient. So good stuff there from Jabari. I like it. All right, so I didn't show last season because they lost in the first round. Jabari Smith Jr. balled out, though, in the playoffs, and he also balled out last season. Career highs in points. His assists as well. He finally eclipsed the 2 assist mark. His rebounding numbers were career low, though, which is interesting. But, yeah, efficiency-wise, he was great as well. Another 50. That's 3 straight 50-40-90 season for Jabari Smith Jr. I gotta say, this dude is the definition of efficient. And he did it in 28.9 minutes. If he plays more minutes, maybe he'd be putting up a little bit better numbers. Who knows? But it's also just a talented team. Granted, we also don't have Jalen Green anymore. Lost him last season. But team's still pretty good. And again, he re-upped. So, hey, he's staying on this squad for the next few seasons unless he somehow gets traded. All right, Western Conference Finals. I might as well show you guys. They're taking on the Pelicans. Simulate the round. Can they get past them? No, they can't. I think from now on, it's only if I make the finals will I show you guys. Just because it doesn't really make sense to not show you. Pelicans ended up winning the finals with Robert Dillon, finals MVP. No idea who is Zion's on the Dolphins? I got Scotty Barnes. Kongwu. No, yeah, I don't understand. Weird. Okay. But let's take a look at the stats here again. Might as well since I'm here. Jabari Smith Jr., pretty solid season. A little bit down, but still relatively his second most points. And his playoff stats also ended up going up for the most part too. And you can see he's actually averaging more assists now than recently. His rebounding is going down as well, which is kind of interesting. But scoring is still going up, and his efficiency is crazy. The dude's literally has 4 straight 50, 40, 90 seasons. He could honestly end up, if he gets his field goal percentage up a little bit higher, which he might in the next few seasons, he could maybe be a guy that averages 50, 40, 90 for his career. I don't think that's going to be the case, but maybe for like a couple years it might be that way. But I assume that at some point like his efficiency will dip. But he's a 93 overall, which is pretty impressive. Well, the Rockets are in the finals. By the way, we had an MVP on the team, but it was Xavier Booker that won the MVP. Can't remember what was the Western Conference Finals MVP. We got the Sixers in the finals. Can we win our second finals of the video? And I think we played the Sixers last time, too, in the finals. Are they really going to come back down with a 3-0 lead? No, they're not. Almost, though. Xavier Booker, though, was the finals MVP this time around. So now, let's take a look at Jabari Smith, how he did in the playoffs. He upped his game. I mean, he had a good season here. But yeah, he definitely upped his production, I'd say, in the playoffs. So that's your shooting. He's very close to 50, 40, 90 for his career. Maybe a couple more seasons of shooting above 50%, and he'll probably get it there. 3-point shooting looks like it's pretty good, and free throw shooting, he can keep it up. But yeah, did he get any? I don't think he got any awards or any All-Stars. He's actually coming off the bench now, which is kind of interesting. So there's that. Nope, just a 2-time champion. But hey, that's still pretty good, though. We'll take it. Rockets are back in the finals. Xavier Booker was the Western Conference Finals MVP. Taking on Scoot Henderson and the Wizards in the finals. Game 1, the Rockets win. Game 2, the Rockets win. Game 3, the Rockets win. Are we going to go back-to-back? They get Game 4, but we win in 5. Xavier Booker was the finals MVP. Not Jabari Smith Jr., but he had a good season, though. And we'll take a look at his stats here. And you can see pretty solid numbers in the playoffs. Efficiency was slightly down from the regular season, but still put up good numbers. 3.1 assists. I've never seen that before from him. So he's passing the ball a little bit more. But yeah, still looking good. I mean, through his career, he's about 18.8 points per game, 6.5 rebounds. Not a lot of assists, but is currently right now at 50, 40, 90. So if he can kind of keep this up for the next few seasons, shooting above 50%, that could definitely help out. His rookie season definitely tanked his percentages. If he shot about like 46, 45%, this would probably be like around 51, 52%. But it's all good, though. As long as he can keep it up efficiently, you know, that's really still pretty impressive nevertheless. Well, Jabari Smith Jr. decided he wanted to re-up with the Rockets. This is what he did last season. So you see another 50, 40, 90 season, just barely. He's had how many 50, 40, 90 seasons in a row? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 50, 40, 90 seasons in a row. Pretty insane, I must say. But yeah, he re-signed for 3 seasons. He's 30 years old now. He's actually coming off the bench now, which is fine. But is starting to slightly regress a little bit. Still a 93 overall, though, so he should still be really good for, you know, at least the next few seasons. Unfortunately, he hasn't gone back to the finals. We got very close last season. Lost in 7. Forgot to see the playoff stats, but I think he probably did pretty solid. And just so you know, his 50, 40, 90 streak season has ended barely, though. Barely, just barely. Still good numbers, but let's see. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. 9 straight seasons of 50, 40, 90 shooting. That's pretty insane. I mean, he's still shooting 50, 40, 90 for his career because of that huge streak. And I mean, he wasn't far off from 50% here, so it really didn't dip too much. But great stuff there from Jabari Smith. Of course, I don't think he's ever going to make an All-Star game, it looks like. So he is a free agent. We'll see if he decides to stay in Houston or if he decides to maybe take his talents elsewhere, maybe get a little bit more PT somewhere, maybe try to bolster up his stats and see if he gets some individual awards. So he decided to stay for one more season with the Rockets. I don't know why he signed a 59, unless it was a player option, maybe. Maybe it was a player option, and he maybe just decided to opt in. But you can see he's starting to regress a bit. 80, still an 88 overall, though, 33. Probably still like at the tail end of his prime. or assume like after this season he's probably going to start regressing and he's going to be maybe less than a 6-man very, very shortly. But so far still, he's staying on the Rockets at least for another season. We'll see what he ends up deciding to do after the end of the year. It's a quick little update here. So he did decide to re-sign throughout the season and stay with the Rockets. You can see it on a big contract. So you can see it's actually pretty solid in the playoffs. Actually upped his per production. Definitely down in this regular season though. As you can see, he's definitely starting to regress a bit. Still shooting 50-40-90 for his career, but that's definitely going to dip after this season. 'Cause I don't think he's going to go back to efficiency like this. But we'll see. I mean, fair play to him, though. He's had a good career so far. Here's just to see how many points he has total so far. 22,580. He might hit 25,000 for his career, I'd say. Rebounding-wise, I don't know if he'll hit 10K. Assist, I don't know if that really matters too much for him. He's not really a facilitator. But yeah, fair play to him. He's done really well. He's actually hit a lot of three-pointers. We'll see if he can kind of keep it up. He's never had a triple-double in his career, which makes sense. I don't think he's ever had I don't even know what his career high in assists is. That's what I'm kind of curious about, actually. Can we look at career highs? Let's see. His career high in assists is 8. 8 assists is his career high, which is pretty crazy. He's only ever played 30. He's played 39 minutes in a game. That's his career high. That's really low if you think about it. But okay, cool stuff there. All right, so let's see. Because obviously we lost in the playoffs the first round. We'll see what he could do for the rest of his career. I mean, he'll probably play out the rest of his contract, and I assume he'll retire after the contract ends. So we've got Isaiah Collier in the Pistons. This is for the 4th championship here for Jabari Smith Jr. And before we show, the simulation, let's just take a look and see how he's done so far in his postseason. And he's done pretty solid in the playoffs. He's all right. It's nothing too incredible. Obviously, you can see his regular season was pretty solid. Yeah, still like 18 points per game for his career, 6.3 rebounds, 1.8 assists. I mean, nothing too incredible. I mean, he's obviously a really good shooter. Again, that 50-40-90, he's not going to be able to maintain that for his career, it looks like. His efficiency's dropping, but still pretty solid, still a good contributor. Let's see if they can maybe beat the Pistons. Game 1 is a win for the Rockets. Game 2 is a win for the Pistons. Can they win Game 3? No, they can't. They're down 2-1. Make it 2-2, though, to even it up. Can they go up 3-2? They can't go up 3-2. Can they force a Game 7? No, they can't. So Jabari Smith Jr. loses in the finals as Isaiah Collier gets a ring, finals MVP. He might have already had a championship, though. But let's take a look at the stats. Can we take a look at the playoff stats here? Or no, I have to actually physically go into the playoff stats. Okay, so, well, we'll just look at its totals. Seems to have done pretty solid in the finals. Let's take a look and see. So if we look at the playoff stats, was he good in the finals? He was. He was good in the finals. Yeah, 50, 40, and didn't miss a free throw. Yeah, I mean, he's not really getting a lot of rebounds, but kind of just out there to shoot the 3, stretch 4. Yeah, he did his job. He's 35 years old as well, so there we go. Unfortunately, couldn't get a championship. I don't think he's going to retire. I would assume not. No, he's still playing. He is still playing, so this guy that guy retired. But yeah, no, he didn't retire yet, it seems. So again, he'll be on the Rockets probably for the remainder of his career. Okay, so I want to give a quick little update here. This could be potentially Jabari Smith Jr.'s final season. He might walk away from his contract, according to what he's thinking. 36 years old, 18 years, and I mean, he's made the playoffs this season, so we're going to take a look at it and watch. But yeah, no other awards besides an all-rookie first-team appearance and 3-time champion. Maybe he can win a ring here to go out. I mean, but you can see, yeah, he's definitely regressed in terms of his totals. Efficiency-wise, he was still pretty solid, but yeah, you can see he's definitely regressed. I mean, we're looking at his career so far, 70.6 points, 6.1 rebounds, 1.8 assists, and yeah, it was really efficient. He did eclipse 26,000 points. He had 8,925 rebounds, 2,661 assists, nearly 900 steals, over 1,150 blocks. I mean, we're going to take a look at this once he does retire, which I think he will retire after this season if he's saying that. But let's see if maybe we can get a ring here. We'll watch this one play out. And I actually got to the second round of the playoffs. We're taking on the MVP Victor Wembanyama, he's still winning MVPs at his age, is actually ridiculous. He's 36 years old at this point, and he's still winning MVPs. We're probably going to lose to the Warriors. I say that, and we actually eliminate them. Never mind. We're in the Western Conference Finals to take on the second-seeded Lakers. I don't recognize a single player on this team. Yeah, no, don't recognize a single player. Can we beat them and go to the finals? We're in the finals, taking on the Pistons. Can Jabari Smith Jr. walk out with a championship? We lose game 1, lose game 2. Oh, we're gonna get swept. Okay, we didn't get swept, but we lost in 5. Darren Peterson was the Finals MVP. So Jabari Smith Jr. could not go out with an NBA Finals. He got to the Finals, lost. He didn't really do too much, I would assume. In the playoffs, you guys can see, yeah, definitely. Probably time to hang it up. 37 years old, 18 years in the NBA. I think it's time for him to call it a career, and that's exactly what he's going to do here. And, I mean, listen, he had a good career, but he's not going to make the Hall of Fame. Let's just be honest. He didn't make a single All-Star appearance. He didn't have any all-defensive teams. No, like, most improved, six-man, anything like that. No All-Star game, MVPs, or anything like that. He didn't win anything. No awards. I mean, other than 3-time champion, which is awesome. And he had a good career. Listen, he played a bunch of years in the NBA, and he had made a lot of money. But I don't think this is going to put him in the Hall of Fame. I mean, at least in the game. I mean, in real life, I actually think he could probably make the Hall of Fame with these stats. He'd be close, but he'd probably need more awards. And I think he actually would get some All-Star appearances if this was real life. I don't think he would have not made it. But let's take a look at what Basketball Reference would look like. They would look at like where he falls in the 2K range, if he falls in anywhere. But let's look at Basketball Reference first. Let's just assume his stats. We plot them in Basketball Reference as is, where he would rank. All right, so let's just assume as is we were to just place Jabari Smith Jr.'s career into history. He would be right here between Vince Carter and Kevin Garnett. 26,002 points, which is pretty good. That's 23rd. That would be 23rd all time. So that's pretty good there. Let's take a look at rebounds. Maybe I feel like that'd be kind of a decent stat for him. 8,925 rebounds would put him right above Kevin Love if we were to just plop him into the record books. And then I think the last thing I'll look at is block shots. 1,153 block shots. That would put him behind Al Horford and ahead of Bob McAdoo for 71st all-time in total block shots. And by the way, those stats did include the ABA as well. I don't know exactly how the NBA ranks that, if they do just NBA, which they might just do NBA. I don't know if they actually count NBA and ABA stats. Maybe they do. But we'll just assume that that's where he'd fall there if we count that. I think it'd probably be like a few places up, if we just took out the ABA, right? But let's take a look here. So we'll simulate and see if we have a Hall of Fame inductee for him. He'd probably get his jersey retired, I would assume. So we'll look at that. Hall of Fame inductees. He's not going to make the Hall of Fame. He did not. Evan Mobley did, and so did Scotty Barnes. They each made it, and good for them. Good for them. They made the Hall of Fame, but not Jabari Smith Jr. They were both champions too, and they were multiple-time All-Stars, and they made a few All-NBA teams here and there. I think we needed a little bit more, like I said, just a little bit more hardware from Jabari Smith Jr. for him to make the Hall of Fame here. But I do think his jersey will get retired by Houston, and it does, which makes a lot of sense. He spent his entire career in Houston. Also, Evan Mobley spent a decent amount of time in, Cleveland. And Scotty Barnes, I guess, got his jersey retired with the Pelicans. And then Chet Holmgren with the Thunder, he spent his entire career there as well. So good for Chet Holmgren. I don't think he made the Hall of Fame either, so there you go. That's about the same, I think, when I did his career to him. I don't think he made the Hall of Fame either. Just didn't have enough hardware. Although he did have, I think he had a Finals MVP, though, which is something that Jabari Smith Jr. did not have. So that is interesting. But he was more efficient, I think. Either way, let's take a look at the... where can I see history, or do I have to, wait? I might have to sim... No, do I have to sim? No, I think I can do it from here. Let's see. League history. Team records. NBA records. Yes, this is what I want. So let's take a look here and see if I can find what I'm looking for. No, I'm looking for career. Okay, so I think it was, what, 26 something thousand. Look at that. LeBron James didn't even get passed for number 1 all time, which is kind of crazy. Let's see if we're going to see a Jabari Smith Jr. on here. He probably will be on here. 62nd all time on this list. Okay, so total points. I would assume he'll be on there for... Actually, three-pointers made is a good one. He's definitely going to be on here. Number 9 all time. 4,950. That would be number 1, obviously, all time. But look at Kate Cunningham, though. The 3-ball revolution because of this man right here. He's not even... Wow, he's 7th now. But still in the 5,000 club, which is pretty cool, I guess. Let's see. Rebounding numbers. I kind of forgot how many rebounds he had a game. I think it was like 8,000. He's not even... Oh, he's literally 100. Wow. Barely 100. I don't know why he has OK... Why do they have OKC Thunder? That's so weird. That's really strange. Why that says Thunder on there. I don't understand that, but okay. Assists, we're not going to see him on this. Maybe block shots we might see him on near the bottom of the list. Let's see. I think it was like 1,130 something. I don't think he's on this list. Yeah, no, he's definitely not on this list. I think it was like 1,100 something. Yeah, he's not here. So he's not on the block shot list. So just, we saw him on points. We saw him on three-pointers made, which I think is probably pretty good. He's not going to be on field goal. It's amazing how Mitchell Robinson is so efficient, though. It's absolutely insane. This dude just doesn't miss any doesn't miss any shots. He might be on three-point percentage all time. He is... I guess he's not. Michael Porter Jr.? Oh, I thought that was Michael Porter Jr. Michael Porter Jr. Michael Porter the third. I was like, wait, Michael Porter Jr.? There's another one? But there we go. Okay, so then he's not on any of these. All right, I think we'll just close out the video here. So let's go to the full screen and close it out. So hopefully you enjoyed this career sim. If you did, like and subscribe. Comment down below some of my video ideas, socials, playlists, second channel, main channel, down below description as well. If you like other content from me, TJP. And with that being said, I'm going to head on out. Take care, everybody. See you soon, and peace.